red sands where the pyramids rise. Underneath the vast stretch of the North African skies lived Mohamed the camel with humps, tall and wide. But a secret was tucked in his sandy brown hide, while the other young camels would climb up the dunes to howl at the stars and the bright desert moons. Mohamed stayed down where the valley was flat, preferring to stay where his four hooves were at. The view is much better, his cousins would shout as they scampered and scurried and turned all about. Come up to the peak and see Cairo's bright lights. It's the grandest and tallest of wonderful sights. But Mohamed would tremble and shake in his knees at the thought of a height or a high altitude breeze. I like the low ground, he would say with a cough. I'm worried I'll stumble and simply fall off. He felt like a failure, a ship of the sand who couldn't even climb to the high mountain land. The others would tease him and call him a mouse as he stayed in the shade of a small mud brick house. But then came a day when a sandstorm blew in with a roar and a whistle and terrible din. The camels on high were all blinded by grit and didn't know where they should safely go sit. The dust was so thick that the dunes disappeared, and the brave mountain climbers were suddenly feared. They couldn't see down to the path of the well in the swirling red wind where the heavy sand fell. But Mohamed was down in the valley of stone where the paths and the markers were perfectly known. He knew every rock and he knew every turn with a calm steady heart that he didn't have to earn. I'm coming, he called through the howl of the gale with a slow steady gait and a flick of his tail. He navigated through the dark gritty haze, through the twists and the turns of the low alley maze. One by one he found every friend on the peak who were huddled together and weary and weak. Follow my lead, Mohamed commanded as the group of young camels safely was landed. He led them to safety, to water and shade, the bravest low climber that nature had made. They realized then that a hero is found not just in the sky but right here on the ground. I'm sorry we teased you, his cousins all said as they tucked in for sleep on a soft sandy bed. Being afraid of the heights didn't stop you at all from being the camel who answered the call. Now Mohamed is proud, his slack-landed style with a big camel grin and a wide-stretching smile. He's the master of maps of the desert and plain, in the sun or the wind or the rare desert rain. He teaches the camels that it's perfectly fine to stay on the ground and to stay in the line for every direction, and there ain't no hike as a hero to guide us and make it alright. So if you see pyramids under the sun and see all the camels out having their fun, and look for Mohamed the common, the wife of the kindest of hearts and the brownest of eyes. He doesn't climb mountains, he doesn't climb dunes, but he sings the most beautiful valley land tunes. He's found his own courage, his purpose and place, with a steady hoofed stride and a comfort